Are you kidding? Like, it's literally in my top 3.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War.
And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And we got Tony.
Yo, dude.
And Michael Theophil. What's up, man?
Hello, man.
How's everyone's weekend?
Oh,
dude,
man.
Spooky.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot Halloween was this weekend, to be honest.
You know where it's pretty spooky?
What's pretty? What?
This place is Salem. Salem. Okay.
That's it, dude.
We have a vlog about that.
Yeah, dude. I've been there, I think, a couple times, maybe, bro.
Yeah.
I may have, like, dressed up and interviewed people and asked them questions about Salem, giving away some sweet, DTV T-shirts for the winners and stuff. And, of course, koozies by American Mule and stickers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Pretty dope place. I would say spooky. Yeah, spooky, fun.
Yeah.
Even.
So, I mean, definitely a good video for all of our
We could even share the intro.
Audience,
to
check out. And we can share the intro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of things we do here.
Definitely.
On the Sports.
And I know, Halloween just ended. People are probably like, oh, it'll set, it's over. Well, you can relive it.
Right.
Through the video.
And for next season.
And then know what to do for next year. Yeah, boy.
Salem, Massachusetts.
Salem.
I think it's Salem.
Salem. I mean, amazing.
Absolutely amazing. So definitely
you get
check that one out.
Right? I want to watch the rest of it right now.
Yeah, I know.
You can.
I know. I
Go
might
back.
have to do that after we're done here.
I want to do it right now.
No, you
Being
can't.
that there's a lot of ground to cover, Tony, let's start in the world of the National Football League.
Yeah, being that, Tony.
Being that.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh, my goodness.
All right. And comments off the rip here. We have Prefer Jets quarterback controversy. Mike White sends a message to Zach Wilson. Shape up or ship out. And he also says, I want American Mule hoodie.
What about Downtime T-shirts?
Yeah, that should be the priority. Should
Hey,
it
listen,
not?
man. I guess it should be. I mean, but we've been sporting the hoodies so often.
I get it,
looking
but
mad cool and having lots of fun.
But
in the hoodie, Michael. Obviously, people want the hoodie. We've been plugging the mule. It's delicious. Everyone loves it. We all love it, dude. Yes.
Oh yeah, you can tell. You could sound it.
What the fuck does that mean, dude?
You could tell in the eyes.
I'm trying not to be interrupted by everyone on the show.
Anyway, so real quick, Prefer. You know what? Let me go to the solo shot.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Prefer. You can go to AmericanMule.com and purchase one of those hoodies. Discount code. Just joking, we don't have one, but maybe we will soon, and you could get one. But go buy one from them and put it on and tag them. And us.
Yeah, definitely tag us, dude.
I think that sounds like a great idea. So
he wants a Downtime mask featuring a mustache. That's actually a great idea.
Good idea.
Very genius idea.
Yeah,
dude.
we'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
But honestly, Tony, all I have to say is Mike White, dude. Are you kidding?
Dude.
I honestly really couldn't believe it.
Did you see my tweets, Barnes?
Yes.
All right, Mike.
How great were they? No, I'm first today.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
dude.
honestly, outstanding job with the coverage.
Live tweets on the radio, 98.7. Great coverage as always, Barnes. Because I was just super impressed. I was tuned in. I was engaged as a Jets fan. Sadly, I heard it was like an empty stadium. Did you hear?
Yes, I did hear that.
But Mike White, I had one tweet that was my favorite, and it was an image of the new Kurt Warner movie, and he's like walking into the stadium, and it's like a pan of him, and I was like, "This is Mike White feeling right now." how he's feeling.
I mean, there's so many different things you could say about this. And obviously, I mean, the final score was great. I mean, Jets 34. I mean, when was the last time we said Jets 34 to begin with?
Or 405 passing yards.
To win the game, 34-31. Very exciting down to the last minute, defeating the previously 5-2 Cincinnati Bengals, but 37 of 45 for 405, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks that weren't even his fault in his first career start. Second quarterback, Tony, since 1950 with 400 yards in his first career start. I mean, talk about setting a tone.
Who was the first?
Cam Newton.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
That's why you didn't want to say it.
Wow, dude.
But, I mean, we've seen this song and dance for years and years. I mean, just struggling to score,
Right.
lack of offense. I mean, 8 completions on 45 attempts,
Mhm.
405 yards. It's tough enough to get 205 yards. I mean, it's just like so many things to think about this. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you don't want to get ahead of yourselves. We've seen guys have crazy games before, and then where are you?
Right, exactly.
But also, I mean, being the fact that no one else has done this, I mean, you can't.
One other person has done it.
But you know what I mean. You can't take it very lightly either. So, I mean, what do you make of it?
Honestly, it annoys me a little bit that the narrative is like, oh wow, like is there going to be like a QB like issue now with New York and everything? I mean, it's very possible. Obviously, I mean, you look at Mike White's stats, and of course, who expected this. And I'm not going to take anything away from him. I mean, the guy looked poised. He looked like he was obviously ready for the NFL from the get-go, which Zach Wilson hasn't. But I think it's too early to tell. I mean, it's just one game, right? You really never know. And it seems to me that it was, a combination of things. Obviously, his talent for sure. I mean, talk about taking advantage of opportunity. You really cannot get any better than that. But from what I've been hearing too, that the Jets decided to make, I guess, like maybe a strategy change in terms of their approach and how to use Mike White, which is, it's interesting to kind of see because, of course, you look at Wilson and White are both rookies. So I mean, it seems weird that they would kind of take a different approach with White than they did with Wilson. Especially since Zach Wilson hasn't really performed like that phenomenal.
White isn't a rookie.
Well, he hadn't played in a game until this year, but technically he was drafted in 2018 by the Cowboys, 5th round,
first
Western
game,
Kentucky.
2018 drafted.
Whatever, dude.
He's been in systems.
All right. So anyway, dude, lack of
Aaron Rodgers? Am I wrong?
Lawrence?
You're not wrong.
You think he's Aaron Rodgers now?
No, I'm just saying. What does he not know football? I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers did not play a single snap until like 2 years or whatever.
Okay.
Just so we're
clarity
on the situation.
But honestly, my question would be for you, dude. I mean, like what did they do in terms of their coaching with White that was different with Wilson?
So I actually heard some inside information. 98.7.
Oh, okay.
Bart and Han. Okay. And actually, I just can't believe this. It's like, where is the chain of command? Because it's like, before this game, I mean, who is Mike White? Like, he just came in out of the bullpen, whatever. And he told the offensive coordinator, I don't want you on the sideline. I don't need to talk to you during the game. Go up in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mike White said that to him?
Yeah, like he made that decision. And it's like, how is that his decision? And then I heard also that they were doing a lot more like gimmick plays, trick plays, and stuff they hadn't tried before, kind of almost taking a page out of what the Patriots did against them. So I think that was a big part of it. And I think it was also like, I think they were too like conservative with Zach Wilson.
Yeah, like it reminded me of Sanchez.
Just wanted to put him in this perfect situation. But now that he's injured, their season, for all intents and purposes, especially before this game is over, I think they're like, we don't care. We'll try anything. Why not? And let's get our receivers involved. It's nice to see Elijah Moore have 6 receptions. So I think it was really opening up the offense. I mean, I think that was the biggest thing. So I mean, it's just amazing to see. And I know I'm very out there, and I think Michael would like something like this. So basically, everybody knows. Long story short, how Tom Brady, became Tom Brady. The Jets were playing the Patriots.
Yeah.
Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe out of the game. Brady comes in, and he had relinquished the spot briefly.
They lost. The Jets won.
Yeah, the Jets won. That started the whole reign. That started Tom Brady. Zach Wilson against the Patriots gets injured. Mike White comes in.
I think it's opposite. I think it's Kurt Warner.
I just think this could be something, but it's a very big if. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely creates a precarious situation for Wilson. I mean, they definitely didn't put a lot of competition around him to start. I mean,
Trent Green.
obviously,
Thank you. See, but Trent Green was it like young? I feel like it's Trent Green, Kurt Warner is a better comparison, but sorry.
But I also think, Tony, you know what it is? It's like, listen, there's nothing, you can't say anything about Zach Wilson yet. It's very early. It's just same thing with Mike White. But it's like, you know what? If this guy is the guy, I mean, we've been looking for a guy for so long. It doesn't matter how you get him. You know what I mean? So they'll worry about the other part later. But it's like, there's just a lot left to be determined. And, it was also, I like how he worked with Michael Carter, the rookie running back from North Carolina. 172 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. The running game hadn't got going, but it's like when they have to honor the pass, which the other teams haven't had to do, that's why they haven't had any success. So I'm really excited to see on a short week, national TV in Indianapolis on Thursday. It's going to be a big test for Mike White.
Yeah, I would say so. And honestly, I think against Indianapolis, I would say he had some success.
Yeah,
I think,
Bengals. I think there's a good chance of that. If Zach Wilson looked like Big Ben, that wouldn't suggest quarterback controversy. Zach Wilson is Matt Small, looks like a cornerback, not a quarterback.
Right.
And, prefer. Fair point. But like I mentioned last time when
there's another Wilson that's like him.
There is another Wilson that is like him. Russell Wilson's only 5'10" and a half.
I'm just saying
Kyler
size.
Murray's only 5'11", 5'10". There's so many small quarterbacks. So it's not about stature. It's about ability. I think that's
I think Wilson doesn't have much ability to protect himself.
Right.
Seems like Mike White does, to be honest, though.
Right, because he could take the hits more. And I'm sure he got a little gun shy because the offensive line hasn't been playing well. So very interesting. But I mean, hey,
a win's a win.
A win is a win, and it's just ironic, for a team that's looked so bad all season.
Right.
The 2 wins are against a 5-3 Cincinnati Bengals team and a 6-2 Tennessee Titans team.
So you guys are ready to drop Wilson, is what you're telling me?
No.
If White still...
I think the door's open, though, for who's going to be starting.
But if White still strings along games like these...
What if he goes 400 again and wins, and this time it's a 40-20 win, Barnes?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
They're riding the hot hand. I mean, we've seen this with other teams before. They're just going to wait for that moment where he doesn't do good, and then they're going to put Wilson back in there, and then it's Wilson's job to take advantage of that opportunity. And even if Wilson does, they'll love that because this is one of those situations we've seen many times before where he'll be the hot name in the offseason and they'll get good value for him. So I think either way, this is a win-win for the Jets, and they just got to hope that one of these guys, will solidify themselves and make a name for themselves. And I can't wait to see what happens. And like I said, short notice. So we'll get to see that on Thursday night in the standalone game. And also defense, having CJ Mosley helped. He wasn't out there last week. 10 tackles, so that was big. Bengals, Burrow, 259, 3 touchdowns.
Remember last week? He was hot. Everybody was like, whoa.
But Jamar Chase, that dropped touchdown in the end zone really killed them. So they get the Browns this week at home, and the Browns, kind of reeling at 4-4. Mayfield, with the injury, I think is playing a little tentative. So that's a game you think they should win, but it's funny how quick the narrative changed. The Bengals, hot team coming into this game, they lose to the Browns next week. Then it's kind of, they're back to, are they going to take a step forward? Are they going to keep reeling? It's just that's why it's the National Football League. That's what makes it.
It's crazy too, Barnes. I was saying to Tony earlier at Candlewood Cafe.
Nice shout out, dude.
Thank you.
Mocha Espresso.
Mocha Latte.
Mocha Latte Sedan.
Compact limousine.
They got to start making espresso martinis there.
They probably could.
They probably
make
bangers.
Kombucha. Yeah. Or we'll bring the martinis.
We'll bring exactly.
We'll bring the espresso.
I wonder if they're
hold on. I was there and I told Tony, I'm like, dude, the Jets, are still in this thing.
Yeah. It's like you got to go on a run. The run's now. And I like, the Colts, I just don't think are unbeatable, especially on a short week. Obviously, that's put the Jets at a disadvantage, but it doesn't make it any easier for the Colts.
I think that's me this time. Wow.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's always me.
I thought I was looking over to you. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I was looking at everybody.
Wow.
And speaking of the Colts, they were in quite the interesting game yesterday. Overtime game, Titans 34, Colts 31. We really saw a little bit of everything. Tannehill had a nice game, 3 touchdowns, 265. Found A.J. Brown, who hadn't been hitting as much. He's been banged up, 155 and a touchdown. Derrick Henry struggled, only 68 rushing yards, 2.4 yards per carry. They get this win in overtime. Field goal, Bullock for 44. But then with sour grapes, they announced this morning Derrick Henry will miss the rest at least of the regular season, potentially returning for the playoffs. With a broken foot here. Boy, does that one hurt for Tennessee?
I know.
Absolutely.
But you see who they signed?
Killer, dude.
Adrian Peterson, dude.
Dude, comeback player of the year.
When was the last time he was playing?
2 years ago.
No, last year at Lions.
Last year, December 15th, 2021.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like their passing game. They have a lot of weapons, but it's
December
just like,
15th, 2021, Michael.
I'm just joking.
What else hasn't happened yet?
Exactly.
How can they put this together? Do you think they're going to rely a lot more on the passing game now?
I mean, yeah, I would think so. I don't know, dude. It's obviously going to depend a lot on how Peterson would perform.
Right.
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I feel like they're just going to try it out and see if he could do it, and if he doesn't, they're going to just throw it.
Throw the ball.
Yeah, more. They're going to try running it.
Throw the season.
Like Titan, like
Derrick Henry,
but they can't.
Oh,
so they're going to try.
No, dude.
I will say, I mean, it might take a game or two, but just watch out for Adrian Peterson because I think we all think, I get it. I mean, he's a dinosaur. He's 36 years old. That's extremely old for a running back, especially, NFL, of course. But when he's played the last couple of years, I mean, he hasn't been terrible. I mean, you look at last year, 3.9 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns, 604 yards in a supporting role in Detroit. Just a couple years ago in Washington, I mean, he had over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. So I think, they got other running backs there. Nobody we've ever heard of. But, I think they'll do a good mix of him. And I think in the red zone, I mean, he's big, he's powerful. I think he's going to do better than you would expect for somebody 36 years old.
I don't know. I'm expecting him to do pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, what a story it would be, though, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, he's part of a playoff run for them, and then Henry comes back, for the playoffs sometime in January. But long way to go. I mean, they could not even make the playoffs after this, which would be crazy because they've been one of the hottest teams in the league. But you look at, I mean, the other running backs, I mean, you want to talk about like Harold Varner, Tony? I mean, Jeremy McNichols and Dontrell Hillard are the other options on the roster. So needless to say, we'd expect Peterson to get a big role here unless they trade for someone.
Oh, dude, that is so tough about Henry.
Yeah.
Do you I know it's like kind of up in the air in terms of if it's season ending or not, but he's gonna need surgery on his foot.
He's getting surgery. He's trying to make a comeback for the playoffs.
Yeah. And you know what I have to say? I remember what I said before this season. I said
I don't remember.
Too much wear and tear.
I remember, Barnes.
And then besides that, it's just, what this reminds me of? You look at all the carries, the dominance over a short period of time. This reminds me exactly of Sean Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Remember on the Seahawks? 27 touchdowns, set a record.
One season.
Never had 1,000 yards after that again.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, I think his career was over within 3 years. Hate to say it, but I can see that happening with Derrick Henry. He's taking a ton of abuse. I think he's already 26 now. I mean, he'll be, a couple of years. I'm just saying, just something to keep in mind, Tony. Something to keep in mind. I know he's looked so dominant, but it's like the wear and tear, foot injuries are not stuff you want to mess around with as a running back.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Obviously, you need your feet to play football. But I mean, I don't know. What is this? Is it called the Jones injury, right, or something?
I don't know if he has that injury, but there's Liz Frank, there's Jones, there's Jonesing.
What was it called? Isn't it called a Jones fracture? His specific fracture, right?
I didn't look that up. Actually, I mean, I have the article right in front of me, but I didn't see that. Just says foot surgery.
Jones fracture refers to a break between the base and the shaft of the fifth metatarsal bone of the foot that's in your pinky toe. Fucking why is it? Can you just tell me why it's called Jones, dude?
I guess that's something we'll have to figure out.
I guess so, dude.
And how about the Titans? So they get this nice one over the Colts. Their next game is going to be Sunday night against the Rams, one of the hottest teams in the league, and they just announced today. They just acquired multiple Pro Bowler Von Miller, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, this Rams defense is loaded between him, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. So I think that's going to be a really, really tough spot. And I was really looking forward to that game, but this obviously takes a lot of juice out of that. So we'll obviously see what happens. As far as the Colts, we mentioned, they are going to get the Jets Thursday Night Football. So that should be interesting. I mean, their offenses look pretty good. Wentz, 2 picks yesterday. He did have the 3 scores, but Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman Jr., the 2 second-year players, have really done a great job. And you notice value there. Second-round picks really paying dividends for them. So this is obviously a must-win game for a team that wants to make the playoffs. And this is an opening now with this Henry injury for them to catch up. So they have to beat the Jets, but we know what the Jets just did, so it wouldn't be crazy for them to pull another upset. But first, as Von Miller is washed up, Denver picked the Rams pockets. And also in this trade, they did announce, since the Rams are capped out, the Broncos are actually paying the contract. The Rams have to pay $700,000, and they're getting second and third round picks. I mean, I don't know.
Denver is.
I mean, I feel like this is the Yankees with Joey Gallo with the contract stuff. But
I know it's tough too. I don't think he's really that washed up. I mean, he's kind of old, but I think he's got some juice left in him. You can kind of squeeze
on
out
a good
here.
team.
Yeah, right.
It reminds me of
like the Rams.
Teddy Bruschi.
I thought you were going to say Teddy Bridgewater.
I think you said Teddy Roosevelt.
Bruschi, right? From the Patriots?
Yeah.
Old.
Found a way.
Found a way. By the way, update on the Jones fracture, dude.
Yeah,
this is actually kind of sounds lame and embarrassing. Named after a British orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Robert Jones, who in the early 1900s reported the fracture on his foot after sustaining an injury because he fell on the wrong side of his foot while he was dancing. So this is what Derrick Henry has, dude. You guys think I can't tackle him? Ridiculous.
It's funny. Me and Matt were talking about it.
Why? That's kind of weird.
No, because we were just talking about how sad it was earlier, like that he was injured, and then we were talking about how, like you were saying, how you could tackle him. So where the crash thing is over there, the art, the graffiti.
Yeah.
So Henry's there. Picture this. Close your eyes.
Like he's in front of the
close your eyes.
The container.
Yes, he's in front of the container.
Okay, dude.
You're by the home wall.
Hope, you mean?
Hope, sorry. And on 3, Barnes says, go.
Mm-hmm.
And Henry has the ball, and you guys run full speed at each other. What's happening?
I'm going to tackle him, dude. Wait, are those real things in the way?
No. Straight on, just clear shot. He's coming right at you.
How far would you say that is? Like 40, 50 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Barnes, is happening?
Not a lot of width. He can't juke his way, dude.
What do you think would happen, honestly?
No pads.
I think Tony would.
What you pick?
Bridgeport Hospital.
Right?
I'd rather
pads
have
or no pads.
I don't think.
Oh my god.
Barnes, what do you think?
Definition of insanity.
Yeah.
I think.
Like he'd be injured.
Yeah.
Me injured? I don't think I'd be injured.
Oh my god.
If you're hurting a little bit, I could tackle him.
Skip Bayless making a point here.
That's ridiculous. It's very insulting, but
I would never make that analogy. But come on.
You just did make the analogy, though.
No, I said I would never make that analogy. But I mean, you're making a ridiculous statement here. I mean, he's an NFL running back for a reason.
People smaller than me have tackled him.
Okay, but have you ever done? You know what I mean? Think about what goes into that. You know what I mean?
Have I ever done? I've tackled people who are bigger than him.
But nobody that was playing in the NFL.
No.
Yeah. So
what?
No, I could. Come on.
It
just seems like one of those things. Like, come on, what are we really saying here?
We're saying I could tackle Derrick Henry on the fucking grass thing outside the studio.
I don't think Prefer agrees. That's all I'll say. So.
I would like to have Befer's input on it, honestly.
Yeah, Befer, please let us know.
Yeah,
and people out there, let us know.
It's not that hard to tackle someone open field.
So we'll see what Prefer says. But in the meantime, Tony, one other game from yesterday. Saints 36, Bucks 27. So the Saints pull the upset. 5-2, a half game out in the division. All is good, except all is not. Jameis Winston, torn ACL. So here comes Trevor Siemian.
Week of the backup quarterbacks.
To be the starter for now.
Marcus
Taysom
Siemian?
Hill coming back from injury. But who knows what they're going to do now? Maybe they pull a trade for a quarterback because this defense is good. I mean, we know what Alvin Kamara does. He had a rushing touchdown. PJ Williams with the pick 6 in the final 2 minutes to ice the game.
Dude.
And it was funny too. I don't know if you saw the play, but it's like he could have just taken the knee. Game's over. He purposely was like, I'm going in for 6, which I love to see. So Saints, I mean, really, doing a good job here. It was funny. Mike Tirico on Sunday Night Football asked Drew Brees, who works for them now.
Mhm.
Oh, any chance like you're gonna be at the game next week? And he's like, no, I'll be in studio. But you have to think that Sean Payton hasn't considered it because the Saints team is loaded. Michael Thomas is coming back. It's just gonna be a shame if a quarterback like Trevor Siemian ruins their season for them.
I know it is kind of tough. It'd be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah.
If Drew Brees came back because he's way better as a quarterback than he is on camera.
You think he's that bad?
I don't know. I mean, I wanted to give him some more time and stuff.
You
It
do.
doesn't really seem like he's improving that much. Dude. He doesn't really have the confidence. It seems, dude.
Like so basically, he doesn't bring what I bring to the table.
Dude, I don't want to make that analogy.
But-
Dude, Skip Bayless, and I have a friend in the NFL practice squad. My friend is amazing, Superman. I don't think Tony can tackle my friend. He will fall out of his shoes. Yeah, but see, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, someone can juke me, sure.
No,
Like,
straight
they're-
on.
Like he
No
just means
juking.
that you're getting
No.
leveled.
Yeah, like he could you guys are just going at each other like what is
Right.
that thing where they're going
Jousting.
Jousting.
Right.
Mhm.
That'd be pretty cool. Can I do that instead with Derrick
No.
Henry?
With Derrick Henry?
With Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Well, it's not going to happen anymore. He's a broken foot. What am I going to do?
No. I'm just saying it's just a ridiculous statement.
I don't think it is, dude.
Buffer even says you can't even tackle his practice.
Well, he
squad
also said
friend.
his friend is Superman, which is definitely not true. So I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah. If
His
he's
friend
Superman,
is not Superman.
you're Mario then.
Yeah, really.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Barnes doesn't really have this.
No.
Music,
I mean, because
dude.
it just I just feel like it's a closed conversation. Like,
Why is it closed?
Why?
You can't tell me what will happen.
I just feel like this is like pushing like the limits, like Will Ferrell. Honestly, that's what it seems like to me. It's like, all right, like, come on.
What do you mean?
Like it's out there. It's not organic. It's over the top.
He's basically saying,
You know
it's-
what?
there's no chance in hell.
I'll pull it down to prefer his friend. Let's get in contact with this guy, and I'll try to tackle him.
Yeah. I think.
How
we
about
can make
that, dude?
happen.
We can
Derrick
start out
Henry
with
might
that,
be a
dude.
Stretch, but let's start with the.
That would be fire.
Because then if
I
this
believe you
works,
can.
then we'll go up to Derrick Henry.
I
dude.
believe in you.
All right.
No bullshit. Now,
No,
no. Fuck you guys. Okay.
No, I believe you're determined, Tony, but I just think it's like you just don't understand. Like, just it's not just a guy that's 6'2". It's a guy that's been training all of his life to be an NFL running back. Like, there's just like different. It's a different situation. Like, it's like you're not seeing that.
I mean, again, dude. Like, it's not. I mean, like I said, smaller people have tackled him. Smaller people than me.
But they're like
Training for
yes.
tackle.
I've trained in terms of tackling before.
Sure.
But you know what it is,
Before,
Tony?
thank you.
Like
Go on.
you're in good shape for the average person, but when that compares to the NFL player, I mean, it's
I don't have to run him down. I just have to tackle him.
but there's still something with being like to tackle him. Like there's technique, there's strength. Like think about
If there's one thing I do have on my side, I think it would be technique.
He thinks this is what I'm going to tell you, Barnes. He thinks he could tackle him because he technically, in the technical tackling sense, is a great tackler and can tackle him because he's tackled bigger guys than him.
but in
If there's one thing they don't do
Rugby.
in the NFL is tackle correctly.
and then if Derrick Henry played rugby, he wouldn't be that good.
I'm sure he would be really good, actually.
No, I'm just kidding. But he would never
He just said that because
do that.
I know you told me.
No, I wish, honestly, I
But-
wish people in the
well,
NFL
let's-
did play rugby.
we'll,
It'd be dope.
we'll, we'll
was
have,
Team USA.
It'd be way more popular, dude.
we'll have Renee get in touch with First Friend, set this up.
Right.
To table it for now, put tensions and feelings aside.
I wonder what team he's on the practice squad for.
But I was just gonna ask you here. So I mean, like I mentioned, what the Saints have to deal with.
Don't touch me, dude.
What the Saints have to deal with now, Simeon, maybe Taysom Hill. They do have rookie Ian Book. They could trade for someone. I mean, the defense is good. Brady did have 4 touchdowns, almost 400 yards, but they made stops when they needed to. I mean, what do you think the Saints do here? I mean, what's the move?
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how much? I mean, I guess it's kind of up to them how much confidence they have in their backup at that point. I mean, the fact is, I guess he still played. I guess. I mean, he seemed to look pretty decent. Not really making much mistakes, seeming pretty confident in himself. They still put out the win, which is always good. So I say you ride him out, but I mean, if he doesn't work out, you got to trade for someone, dude. Cam Newton.
I mean, I feel like Simeon throwing might be just as good. I mean, we saw Cam. I mean, he played 15 games, threw 8 touchdowns.
Right. But the fact is, Cam Newton, I mean, He's a leader. He's a good quarterback. He
I
has
would,
experience.
I would call the San Francisco 49ers.
Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I think you might, see how it goes because they want to get to Trey Lance, and they're, I think, 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think that would be a big upgrade. Just somebody like that has been benched. If Dalton was healthy, it would have been perfect. I don't know. Maybe they'll give Denver a call, Bridgewater, but it's like, how much better is he really?
Right.
He played well in the system, but
it's tough. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, Watson is out of the question, so.
But he would be.
He would be amazing.
Offense.
Yeah, of course he would. But I mean, he's too much of a question mark at this point. He might not even play.
And I'm curious if Marcus Mariota's healthy. I haven't heard anything on that front,
Neither
but
have I.
that's someone else that's interesting. So a lot of things. But I wouldn't be surprised if they end up signing someone like, maybe not specifically Cam Newton, and then trying to just work between Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian.
That's true. I mean, what is Cam Newton doing right now?
Nothing.
So it's like,
I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I do think Sean Payton's a great coach, and I think they have the players around them, and Michael Thomas coming back is only going to help. So we'll see what happens as far as they are concerned. They're going to host the Falcons this week, but very tough. We talked about how he'd been growing in the offense, and this is obviously a major setback for him. But disappointing loss for the Bucs. Brady 1-3 as a Buck against the Saints. 1 win in the playoffs last year. They will have a bye this week, so they get some rest, get Gronk healthy, get Antonio Brown healthy, and get back out there. But that being said, Tony, one more game on the slate, Monday Night Football, 8:20 ESPN. And yes, there is a Manning cast, so you can tune into that for all the organic comedy between Peyton and Eli, as well as their friends. Your 2-5 New York Giants are traveling to Kansas City. 3-4 reeling Kansas City Chiefs, 10-point favorites though. So Vegas not buying into their struggles, especially against a team like the Giants. I mean, I think this number is ridiculous. Like before the season,
10 points
could have been 14, but I think this has to be a 7 to 8 point game. I mean, I think 10 is ridiculous just from what we've seen out of them defensively, all the turnovers on offense. I think it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right, dude. I mean, the only thing I could see, obviously, you look at the Chiefs defense, pretty terrible. Not much pressure in terms of rushing the quarterback during passing plays. But I mean, when you think about it, I mean, who, like, without, Barkley's not around. I mean, who's scoring points for the Giants?
And I just saw this earlier today. He was questionable. Kadarius Toney, the stud rookie, expected to play. That is a big deal for them. He showed explosion early. I'm curious if Kenny Galladay is healthy, because obviously he's another game changer out there. Galladay out as well.
Galladay out.
Barkley. I mean, they do have the bust, Evan Ingram, Sterling Sharp. So really, I mean, Toney, I think, is going to have to carry the load.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see that, dude.
Jones. Everybody.
Listen to me.
Potential
Prediction alert.
Yeah.
Everyone stop the presses. What do we got in there, man?
You know what I got? Giants 34. Kansas City Chiefs 21. Giants, your New York Giants people out there, making the playoffs this year, as well as the New York Jets. You're hearing it live here first, so we can run it back in the future.
I agree with one half of that prediction, but the Giants, I think it's going to be a tough task.
To say the least.
With Daniel Jones, I mean, just look at what he's done this year. I mean, I know he was injured one game, but 7 games, he only has 5 touchdowns. I just don't see him growing as a quarterback. Everyone gets so excited, the potential, and plenty of other teams would want him. I just don't see it, Tony. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Oh, yeah, I can't really argue with you. I mean, I guess you could argue he has shown some potential in terms of him.
Potential, Tony.
Yeah, potential, Tony.
Yeah.
He's shown some potential, Michael. Just in terms of, him maybe making improvements and stuff like that. But I mean, how good is he really? He's really not that great.
Exactly. And it's just a joke that he was the 6th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you could argue,
it's
sad Saquon was,
second overall pick. So David Gettleman, possibly the worst general manager on the planet.
Possibly.
Occasional hits like Kadarius Toney. So I think it's a tough game for the Giants here. I mean, obviously they feel good after their win against the Panthers, but think there's a lot of work to be done. The Chiefs talk about a get right spot. I mean, right now, if the Chiefs lose this game, they'd actually be behind the Denver Broncos. They'd be last in the AFC West, which is insane after 8 games. So they really want this game. I mean, Mahomes this year, the yards are there. He's almost 2,100, but 9 interceptions against 18 touchdowns. He had 11 combined the previous 2 seasons. So, of course, offensive line plays into it, but he's not making great decisions. So, obviously, he has to improve on that, but I just don't see how it doesn't improve tonight.
I mean, this would be it. I mean, at this point, it is kind of now or never for him. And I mean, this would be the game against the Giants at this point, So it's like, I don't know. I think it could kind of go either way, though, in terms of his performance. However, I will say, I think regardless of how well Patrick Mahomes looks or not, I think he'll score enough points to kind of beat the Giants anyway.
What's the score?
24-13.
Okay. Yeah. I could see it.
Right?
I'm gonna say 35, and just because the Chiefs defense is so bad, 27. So
wow.
8 points. So they don't cover, which is usually what they don't do ever since they won the Super Bowl. Because they're just, there's too much hype around them, and obviously this year they've of course under-delivered, but the win's a win. You get back to 500, and then it's all uphill from here.
The forecast tonight in Kansas City?
Is there rain?
There's rain in the forecast.
Is there winds?
39 degrees and
39 mile-an-hour winds too, or
no. I haven't really seen much wind. It doesn't really show wind. It just says rain, cloudy. I would imagine there's some type of wind with the rain. I mean, you would expect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude.
So, should be interesting.
Ball's going to be wet, Michael.
I just want to see what Eli Manning is going to say about Daniel Jones, because obviously he's going to have to say something.
Yeah, I would imagine his brother's going to be kind of poking him, too, about it,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this guy's
brotherly
a
love.
lot better than you.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, geez. I mean, he almost looks the same. It's just Eli in those couple of years, just really,
stepped up when he needed to.
It's just crazy. I know we're way overdue with this, but it's just like, I still just don't understand how he did that. He just was so ordinary during the season, and then it's like just for 2 postseasons, he's the best quarterback in the league. I just don't get how that happens. I mean, it's timing. I guess it's timing.
I don't know what to tell you. Some people just rise to the occasion,
Yeah.
Like if I were to have to try and tackle Derrick Henry, I might be really good just for that point right there.
And really, the most unbelievable thing is the win against the Patriots in 2007. I don't know if we'll ever see something like that again.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Just think about the Patriots getting there, being undefeated.
No, yeah, you're totally right. But I think, I guess in terms of the full season,
and the fact that they almost beat them the last week of the season as well on national TV.
National TV.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Not public.
I still remember watching the game. I just could not believe it. The catch, obviously, with Tyree. But
great
of
catch.
course, you can't
Great
undervalue the rest of the team. Everyone really stepped up. Everyone knew their role. The defense was amazing. So just something that was, remarkable, I guess you could say. But honestly, would you say, since the season started, by far longest football segment we've had, approaching 37 minutes?
You know why?
I don't know, dude. I want to say maybe because Mike's here. He's
No.
Jets win.
Yeah, Jets win. Honestly, and I
It's
thought
like the Yankees.
I thought there would be more animosity from you regarding this, because rugby, football,
What?
long segment.
We don't talk rugby at all, though. Here, you guys.
No, we are.
can't
We
fathom
didn't
it.
see. You didn't see the rundown.
Football animosity because of rugby.
Oh.
We added it to the
Not
rundown.
much animosity, dude.
The red zone.
The rugby league.
Right?
What?
But
what are you talking about, Michael? What are you mumbling about?
National Rugby League. We added it.
There is no such thing as the NRL.
it's on the rundown.
It's on the rundown.
But let's switch gears here, Michael, to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. right. So a couple of games to go over from last night. Sunday, not a huge night normally in the NBA, but had a few contests here. The first one we'll go over the Charlotte Hornets, 125-113 over the Portland Trailblazers. So they get a nice win, and they've had a really good start to their season. I mean, you look at it overall, 5-2 to start the year, and the Portland, kind of disappointing, only 3-3. Ball has been amazing. LaMelo Ball, 27-9-7 last night. And what was a really big dividends for them, Kelly Oubre, a guy that I've never been high on, 26 points, 7 boards, 6 of 11 from three-point range.
Yeah, but
if they're getting efforts like that, I mean, geez.
Dude, he did that the first week with Golden State as well.
But basically, you're kind of agreeing with me that he's kind of trash, even though he
yeah.
had a good game.
Yeah, no, let's see it all season.
Exactly. But the biggest surprise here, it's not the Hornets winning this game. What's up with Dame? I mean, 14 points, 12 assists, 5 of 20 from the field, 34.9% from the field this season. I mean, I guess it's just 6 games. Is that all?
Just in Damian Lillard requests a trade from the Portland Trailblazers.
Wow.
Barnes. Holy shnikes, I can't believe this. This is real.
I don't believe that's real.
I know.
You knew it all along.
Yeah,
Of
dude.
course.
You're so hungry.
He's
Tony.
so hungry. Look at his face.
What is for dinner? I mean, you might as well
Go now.
Tell the fans out there.
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Well, I got to go grocery shopping first, but I'm meal prepping for the week. I'm going to be making nice sausages with peppers, onions, Brussels sprouts, and some roasted tomatoes.
Now, the Brussels sprouts mixed in, or are they on the side?
No, on the side, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you said some roasted tomatoes?
Roasted potatoes.
Oh,
Sorry.
roasted potatoes. Air fryer?
Tomatoes. Probably just the oven. Maybe I will air fry them. I don't know, dude.
Why not?
I've been ovening
Ovening it.
Yeah.
Wow. I got one right for once, right?
Well, it's not really a real word.
Anyway, you're just not concerned at all, Michael.
No, I mean, no. Portland usually starts off slow.
Yeah.
Historically, especially with Dame, and he usually comes off slow. So I'm not worried about that. But I would be curious to see if they have a losing season, see what happens at the end.
So you think no matter what, though, he's there throughout the season?
I didn't say that.
What game do you think he's going to start?
I'm asking you. I mean, it depends, like how
I don't think it's up to him really. I think it'll be like
how the team performs.
Yeah, I think they probably had a talk. I'm here, but if it's south, I might go south to Miami.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's coming back, though? That's the question.
Kyle Lowry, Duncan. No, they would never give up Duncan Robinson.
And they would never.
I'm just joking about that, but it's not the Knicks anymore.
Mike sounds a little hungry too, I think.
I'm not hungry.
Oh.
Am I hungry?
Of course you're hungry.
Oh my gosh, of course.
When are we not hungry on the show, dude?
But what about you, Tony? I mean, anything to make of this? Do you think Dame's Dame is going to be fine? Or
No, I mean, I think, Mike's right. He does come off historically slow, I suppose. It doesn't really seem like he's unhappy.
Yeah.
I
mean, he said he just wants to win.
Right.
He's good now. But, I mean.
After this year, maybe not.
I mean, I think if they win 30 games.
What's his contract like here?
I think he's got a couple years left.
Yeah.
So it's, and he's got his buddy CJ McCollum, 25 points, 8 assists last night. He's always performed really well, but it's just, they've made one conference final. They just haven't taken that next step. So be interesting to see if they can finally do that.
Yeah.
So that was the first game we're going to go over. Second game, Lakers 95, Rockets 85.
Unrestricted
Michael,
free agent in 25.
This
2025,
score
really?
actually resembled 1995. Am I wrong?
Oh, but first, sausage and peppers on Italian.
You're thinking dinner too.
Red Hero, dude.
95,
Goddamn
85,
Resembles
Lakers,
1995.
2005.
Still? I mean, that's a pretty
Dude, do you know,
in the 80s.
have you seen Spurs, Detroit Pistons, NBA final scores in the fourth quarter? Guess what they are?
Like 70s.
50s.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
Really?
But it's still just, thinking about last year, 1/3.
No, but this
Why
is
is
a great
that,
game.
Lack of offense or just, hardcore defense?
The rule changes.
People getting hacked and shit?
Rule changes, mi amigo.
But so the Lakers, get the win here.
Mi amigo.
Obviously, after blowing that game to the Thunder, they wanted to win one. Westbrook 28-9. They got 15 out of LeBron, seven rebounds, 8 assists. Not a big game from him, but
LeBron
a huge
played well.
game from
15
Carmelo
points.
Anthony, Michael. Give
Carmelo,
us your
though.
Carmelo breakdown from this game.
Carmelo.
Let's do it, dude.
Anthony.
How many minutes did he play again?
60.
I don't have it in front of me,
But he had 23 points again.
I want to say
He led all
played, like,
scorers with
25 minutes.
23.
5
He
for 8
shot
from 3.
Yeah, 5 for 8 from 3. Melo is back. 6th man of the year is going to be his.
Finals MVP?
Finals MVP, saving LeBron like all of his
25 minutes, by the way.
banana boat friends have.
Banana boat's funny.
But I just
You know about that?
We talked
Yeah,
about
I've heard about the
we
pictures.
talked about it
man.
before the
You
show.
ready for this?
This is his best like fit he's ever had, like the perfect role. He was always in the wrong role, I think, basically his whole career, honestly.
Yeah, no, this is dope. I wish they could have done it 10 years ago. Imagine.
But maybe they win it, and then he says, I'll give it one more. Goes back to back, kind of like an Elway on the way out. Why not, Tony? Right?
Yeah, dude. Why not? Am I right?
I know you remember watching that '98 Super Bowl with Elway.
Dude, every year I rewatch it.
98, 99, back-to-back champs.
Every year, instead of the actual Super Bowl, I rewatch that Super Bowl.
I mean, talk about the perfect send-off, though. That is really what it's all about, seriously.
yeah.
But Rockets, I mean,
Go get your groceries.
What do you want me to do, dude?
Rockets, I mean, we're not expecting much out of them this season. And they were down 20 going into the fourth. Lakers kind of took the foot off the gas here, but they'll take the win. But moving on to the night, and I know Michael's excited to talk about this.
Yeah, baby.
America's team, the New York Knicks, hosting the Toronto Raptors. Knicks, 6.5-point favorites. National TV, 7:30, NBA
Wow.
TV. What do you have, Michael?
I like to say that I love how you called them America's team. Love that. Sounds beautiful for them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tony, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, it sounds good.
I don't
Yeah,
really know.
they have good food.
America's
MSG,
team,
right?
dude. I mean, they have great food at MSG. Great beer.
First
great
of all,
food.
yeah, they are becoming
America's team.
America's.
I don't know, dude. I can't really see the whole.
No, not just
country-
America, the Americas.
I can't really see the whole country backing the New York Knicks. To be honest,
Why not?
Why
I can't.
not?
I just don't see it.
No, it's great. Knicks are going to be
Well,
6
many
and 1.
people have like grudges against New York specifically. So I mean, do they really care about the Knicks?
What? Yeah, everybody cares about the Knicks. We are the New York Knicks.
What's going on over there, man?
Just some adjustments.
Knicks are going to win by 20.
Really?
It's
20?
Yeah, literally, it's going to be 108 to 88.
Wow.
Wow, defense, huh?
Math.
That is 20 points. Good job.
Who's the leading scorer here?
Ready for this? Kemba Walker, 21 points and 10 assists. Clean game.
Wow, I like that.
Wow.
Tony, any feel here?
Any
I don't
addition?
think they're gonna cover, dude. I don't know.
Really?
6.5 points. I think it's gonna be a tight game. I mean, we've kind of seen it last season, even this season. They kind of can't really handle having a big lead and everything. They seem to kind of loosen up and everything and let up some points. I would say though, I mean, based on this season, it seems like they have learned to close these types of games.
Right.
I would say they win 105, 102.
Okay. So
Okay.
Good game. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Okay.
say Knicks 98, Raptors 80,
Oh,
Wow.
and 10 team blocks for the Knicks. So they really
10 what?
10 team blocks.
10 is what I heard too.
No
Team.
Yes. All right.
Not
blocks.
yeah.
Are we,
I heard team.
Michael.
I heard 10 teen. 10 teen. Oh, the laptop is dying, Michael. Oh no. 10 teen. 20 tin tin.
10 team 22. Everyone is starving.
Oh my
over
God.
there.
Can we wrap it up?
Honestly, dude, fucking football and
I
basketball.
would like to. I don't know if
I'm
I
just
feel-
joking. We have the whole weekend.
I got mad time,
No,
dude.
I'm kidding.
I'm not even that hungry, to be honest.
Do you not sleep
Sleep
on
on-
Toronto? No, I do always.
Oh,
I
Wow.
always sleep on Toronto.
really?
What-
Like
Yeah.
every game you sleep on?
What
them?
do you think before
Wow.
get like what is there to be worried about with Toronto?
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
Who?
The only guy is Scotty Barnes, who's having a great season. A front runner
Van Fleet, not bad.
for rookie of the year. Van Fleet,
But he's
one of the
not
top
a
defensive point guards in the
star.
league.
Not a
But
star.
Pascal Siakam is not back yet, so I don't get that either. Barnes,
No?
that's a great shot of you.
Oh no, dude! Even the computer's hungry.
It's really behind. It looks like, huh?
We're having some technical issues here.
Yeah, guys,
people.
just hang with us.
That is a great shot of Tony there.
Like your hand in that shot, dude.
man.
He's tired. Oh no.
He's tight. He's ready to fight.
Oh my god,
That wasn't me.
Wasn't me either. I didn't even touch anything.
we're back.
Oh, we're back. Oh,
It's hard
let's
to tell.
go,
if
dude.
we're
No,
actually
it's easy to
back.
tell.
I guess
I'm
we are
back, dude.
Raptors got a deep bench.
Do
Deep
they really
bench.
though?
It
Who's
doesn't
their
matter.
bench, dude?
Listen. I like the Raptors.
Who's
Trust-
their bench, Michael?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm just talking about the only person I really like on the Raptors right now is Scotty Barnes, and he needs another year. To be honest,
How about
Raptors,
Brian Barnes?
35 wins this year. Nothing to worry about in the East. So let's go out west, Tony, for a second. Denver Nuggets, Memphis Grizzlies. In Memphis, giving 1.5 here. Nuggets, kind of been up and down to start. I mean, what do you make of this one? Any feel?
Honestly, I mean, what do I know about basketball, really? But my feel is that the Memphis Grizzlies are going to come out on top tonight, dude. I mean, the Nuggets, like you said, kind of aren't looking so hot. And I think there's going to be some issues, honestly, during the rest of the season for the Nuggets, really. And I think the Grizzlies are going to take advantage of that. Why I have an issue with saying
because you're
Grizzlies
freaking
today.
hungry.
It has nothing to do with the hunger, dude. I'm not even that hungry.
Yes, you are.
I'm really not.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so let's say you the more time went on, you would make more money before eating. Like, what time would you eat dinner at?
Wait. Can you say that?
Basically, you would get paid to wait to eat dinner. So
Right.
the longer you wait,
How
the
much
more-
per hour are we talking?
That's irrelevant.
How is that irrelevant?
No, because then you're gonna say something ridiculous like, "Oh, I'll go till
Oh, it's
tomorrow."
over. Scotty Barnes is out with an injured thumb.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at the injury report from
And
before.
I don't know if this is
Um,
accurate, but I'm showing John Morant as a game time decision with the elbow.
With an elbow?
Yeah.
With the elbow, dude. The
Hmm.
people's elbow. I mean, depending on the pay, I can go easily. I can go 12 more hours. I can go till breakfast, 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Dude, I could go for a while.
Honestly, dude.
without eating.
And getting paid for it? Fuck you.
Do you think I ever did that?
No. Have you ever fasted?
No.
Really?
I mean, I think maybe I was sick for out of all the days that I've been on this earth, maybe it's happened
You should try
2 or 3
fasting.
times.
You haven't eaten in the whole day? Or
Yeah,
Right.
just Gatorade. Yeah.
Interesting, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you paid me, I'd go fucking die.
I'd die.
I'd die.
But I mean,
Throw the money in my hands.
honestly, back to this, I think I'm forecasting huge game from Ja.
Huge.
Potentially
If he's playing.
47.
I was going to say that too. 40 plus.
And I think that Jokic, knee maybe is still a little
Take
bulky.
a seat. and put the
Bol
young-
Bol comes in.
Yeah, saves the day, but they lose.
But not enough.
Yeah.
So Grizzlies 110, Nuggets 104. Michael.
I love that. I'm going to go 41 for Ja, and I'm going to go 15 assists, though.
Wow.
And I'm going to say Bol misses a game winner.
And then has a huge smile after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah, sounds about right. A big smile.
So let's look out for it. Obviously, we're excited to see Knicks back in action.
I can't wait. I'm
team.
definitely
Mhm.
watching it.
So look
We'll
out
get
for that
live,
one.
Live tweets,
America's
Main Magic
team,
Mike.
dude.
7:30
Live tweets.
NBA TV. But let's
Oh.
go to the world
TV.
of Major League Baseball.
Giving chases Judge, and he dives into the stands.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
And we're now on day 5,743 with no clarity between the both New York teams, Tony.
That sounds pretty inaccurate.
Are you speechless?
A little bit, dude. I mean, this doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense because no one wants to fucking interview for the Mets. But I mean, I guess that is what it is, dude. It just seems like that my resume is looking better and better every day. Am I right, Michael?
Yes, totally. 100%.
Honestly, who's left at this point, dude?
Or not?
What are we talking about, dude?
Wait, why not, though?
Because why not me?
No,
then?
you know who actually I would love to see it? It won't happen, but I would love to see it. Steve Phillips.
Do you think that's funny?
I mean, that's serious.
No, yeah, I don't know, dude. Again, I think I would.
Or Jim Bowden. Like, why not just bring in one of those guys?
Then bring in me, dude. Honestly, I can do a better job.
But I know it's very general, and I know it's very like person dependent. But do you favor young and upcoming versus experienced, or no?
I would favor experience than young and
So
upcoming.
you don't even because you just don't want to take a chance. Like,
Yeah,
tired of
at this point,
waiting.
dude, veteran.
Yeah.
Oh my
experience.
God.
Let's go.
I can't wait. You want to see first? I don't know what he's talking about.
Prefer?
No, he was at the Braves game.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Surprise, you know. I mean, I guess good for him.
What else did he say?
You're gonna laugh, Barnes. Ready?
Yeah.
Willie Randolph.
No, he not prefer.
He's
being
watched
one of our
earlier
loyal
episodes.
Followers. But
How
what is
old
it going
is
to take?
Willie,
Do we
dude?
need to have dinner with Willie? Is that what it is? Like, if you met him, thought he was a nice guy, had some espresso martinis with him, like, you'd be okay? Over cannolis?
That got a laugh out of Renee.
First one today.
Camera,
First one today.
First one today.
Not from
dude.
the real.
No. I don't know.
Chocolate
dude.
covered cannolis, Tony.
I prefer the regular ones.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Old school.
Pistachio cream.
crumble. Yeah, you got it, dude.
Yeah, you got it.
Best.
I mean, listen, man. I'm up for dinner. I'm down to sit down with him and see what he's about. If he can pitch it to me, give me a 2-sentence pitch. Let's see what he's got.
And it all comes down to 06. Like, just like you want a full like synopsis
Yes.
of what happened in 06.
Give me a play-by-play. Oh, dude.
But who knows? Maybe he'll end up back on the New York Yankees coaching staff. They still have
It's very
to announce
possible, dude.
who's filling those vacancies. Obviously, we'll keep an eye out for it.
67 now. Wow.
But I mean, I guess for the Yankees, I mean, free agency hasn't started. So what could you really do? The manager's back, Cashman's back. So I guess it's just a waiting game. Just get this collective bargaining deal hammered out. But for now, we do have the World Series. The Astros facing elimination last night, defeat the Braves on the road 9-5, and they come back after giving up
yeah, dude.
a first inning grand slam to Adam Duvall. They put 9 runs on the board, and the horses that have carried them in the past, Correa, Gurriel, Altuve, Bregman, everybody contributes. Valdez doesn't do many favors with how he started, but we've seen this postseason. It doesn't matter who starts the game; it matters who pitches the middle innings and the end of it. So what would you make of the Astros winning this one and staying alive for one more night at least?
I mean, they showed a lot of poise. They definitely showed what a veteran team they are. How much experience they have, kind of staying in there. I mean, obviously, Atlanta comes out, puts 4 runs on the board in the first inning.
Over. Let's get the champagne bottle.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But sorry, it's a fly. I still think it's the same fucking fly that's been here for weeks. By the way,
He's your friend.
Unbelievable.
Did you leave like some cannoli somewhere?
I wish I did, bro. I'd be having some right now.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
Right
oh, you're
now.
right, because Renee probably would have eaten
Eating
them.
them.
Right now, chicken parm or best cannolis? What would you eat right this very second?
Chicken parm.
Not even a question.
Yeah, not even a question. Do I have a side of spaghetti? Is there bread on the table?
No, just the parm, just one piece of
Oh,
parm.
That's kind of fucked up, boys.
Oh man, that does sound good right now.
It does sound really good.
With the
dude.
cannoli for dessert.
No,
Yeah.
I can't both, dude.
Dipping it in the espresso martini.
Oh,
Why not?
interesting, dude.
That's
Why the
fire.
hell not?
Why the hell not? Is right, dude. We have to try that. Anyway, dude. Like you mentioned, usual suspects for the Astros, but I will have to say here, I mean, the Braves just didn't have any offense. Of course, I mean, Davidson on the mound, lasting 2 innings, giving up 2 earned runs.
Looking like Pete Davidson on the mounds.
I guess, dude. I mean, that wasn't that funny, dude. Come on.
All right, whatever.
Poor Pete Davidson somewhere. You throw him under the bus.
What? I mean, King of Staten Island. Like what?
It's like, what, dude? He said, oh, it's like, what?
Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich, dude. Yeah.
The meme.
Mhm, yeah, it looks just like him, dude.
Did you see that meme though? After I told
You showed me.
Oh, I actually showed you.
Yeah,
the
you
meme.
showed
Okay,
me,
I
dude.
thought I just described it, but I think I was describing it to someone else.
Well, anyway, Braves only had runners in scoring position 3 times during the whole game. 3 times.
Three.
Dude. 3 times. And there were 1/4 3 anyway.
1/4
One
3
time
double
happened to be
play.
with the bases juice.
Right, exactly. So,
Freaking steroids, MLB.
yeah, dude. But yeah, just I mean, I don't know. The Astros just really held it down after that. By the 5th inning, they're up 7-4. And the Braves just at that point just had no shot. They had no offense pretty much after the 3rd inning, just no offense at all. And yeah, that was really all she wrote at that point. I mean, the Braves have young players, have some veterans, but at this point, the Astros are more experienced in terms of World Series experience, playoff experience. Got to kind of give it to them for hanging in here. It should be interesting to see. Now they're back in Houston, I believe, right? Tomorrow.
Houston,
last 2 games. It's going to be definitely a tough ride ahead for the Braves here. They're going to have to really grit their teeth and kind of muscle out a win to get the World Series.
Yeah, so tomorrow it'll be 8:09 on Fox. Fried versus to be decided.
And Max Fried didn't pitch very well.
10.80
his last
ERA, his last outing. I don't know. I think, of course, everyone says, oh, they won last game. They're going home for 2. Maybe, experience, momentum, shifting towards Houston. I don't know. I think sometimes you see a situation like this and too many people go, oh, going home, been there before, they're going to win. That's it. And I just think the Braves are just going to win Game 6 and win the title.
I think it's going to go distance to Game 7 at least. Like I had said.
And I had said earlier in the season.
But now you're retracting that statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Just based on what I've seen.
Based on what you're saying.
Yeah.
I will say it goes to Game 7. I think Astros take Game 6. And then I think it's going to be a big toss-up for Game 7. But I think the Braves do still win it in 7 in Houston.
You just want to see them sweat it out.
Yeah, I'm going to see them sweat it out. I know they're going to sweat it out.
No, they're not.
I know for a fact, dude. Houston is going to be rocking in that stadium, dude. Obviously, their fan base, their players, the whole organization has a lot to prove. Dusty Baker is a remarkable story at this point right now.
Yeah, but it ends.
But what ends?
The story.
It does end with a loss in Game 7, I think.
No, Game 6.
However, I think they have Game 6. Like Barnes said, momentum, I think, takes a heavy factor at this point. And like I said, Fried didn't really have the greatest outing. I think he's going to have a tough time with nerves in Houston with that crowd on his throat, dude. I think he can give a couple runs right away, and he's going to crumble.
Like a cookie.
And I think that's what's going to do it for the Braves.
Yeah, so, Tony, we'll see what happens when we preview this game tomorrow. But for now, let's table the baseball talk, and let's go to our ever so popular National Hockey League segment. So interesting weekend. We'll talk about what happened yesterday. Before we get to the Devils, though, how about Carolina Hurricanes 8-0 and the Arizona Coyotes 0-8?
Pretty
overtime loss.
Dude, they were down 1-0. The Hurricanes that were.
Yes.
Coyotes were up 1-0. And I was like, wow, dude. Like,
is this going to be the night?
Is this going to be the night? It was not the night, dude.
It was not. So they remain winless for now. We had the Ducks at home 4-2 over the Canadians.
Not surprised.
You expect that. A little surprising, Kings at home over the Sabres. The Sabres have been hot. But I never really talked to you about this much. Going into this year, it was not much expected of the Sabres, or they were supposed to be decent?
They were supposed to be decent years ago, dude. Think of Jack Eichel. I forget who. I don't know what the name escapes me right now for the guy who's injured for them, the big name. They have Kyle Okposo. They've just been tough because they've been, they've drafted good players. I guess you can say they're kind of like the Jets, I guess, of hockey. An organization that kind of ruins good players, I guess. And then, Evander Kane, I believe, is on their team right now. I don't think he's with San Jose. I forget. Anyway, just a lot of it's like bad headlines for them, just like kind of tough, just all around for the Sabres. So
Victor Olofsson, though?
Victor Olofsson, not expected to be much, I don't think. Again, Sabres
5 goals in 8 games.
That's really good. That's what I mean. Yeah. The Sabres are never really expected. Again, they're the team that's always rebuilding. Always be like, oh, next season, we're gonna come around. We're gonna have these high draft picks because they suck every year, and they just never really kind of get it together. So I would say no, definitely not much expected of them.
So we'll see if they can continue. They've had a decent start here despite the loss yesterday. Devils fall in overtime yesterday to the Columbus Blue Jackets, who've had a nice start to the year. So Devils, disappointing result there. New York Rangers in Seattle out west on the road, 3-1 over the Kraken. So the Rangers 3-1 this year. And you look at Shesterkin, 31 saves yesterday. I mean, looking like a pretty good year for the Rangers coming up.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. You know, they have two real good goalies, obviously, in Shesterkin and Georgiev. And
Do you feel like they need to decide on that though, or no?
I don't know. Even like when they had Lundqvist and he was kind of out for a while. Cam Talbot, dude. I mean, honestly, they for some reason their goalie coach has got to be like the greatest guy in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I understand two goalies coming in are learning under Henrik Lundqvist as well.
Right.
Arguably the greatest goalie, one of the greatest goalies, definitely arguably the greatest, whatever you want to say. So I mean, yeah, they have a really good team. You know, they have a good coach now, who kind of has a good strategy. I mean, I talked about it before. You know, he kind of utilizes a different type of approach to the game than past coaches than y'all has kind of approached with. And David, whatever his name, I forget. I don't know.
Quinn?
David Quinn. Yes, dude.
Hungry.
I don't know, dude. I'm losing it right now, dude. It's what are we hour and 5 minutes. Holy shit, Michael.
We're gonna miss the sweet spot.
We're gonna miss a sweet spot. It's okay.
We have
dude.
to have our
We're in the
segment.
sweet spot, dude. Yeah, exactly. So young team, obviously creating a lot of chemistry between themselves now with having a couple of years in their belt. So yeah, dude, they're looking to be shaping up like a really nice team. Of course, it is against the Kraken. But I mean, it is a win's a win. It's a game they should win. They scored 2 late game goals in the third period too. They were tied 1-1. So I mean, they showed grit, of course, getting those 2 late goals and able to kind of keep, you know, that 1-1 score for a while, and then scoring those last 2, holding them off, and that was it, dude.
And you think it's just what's going to make this season is just improving. We know the defense is going to be there, the offense, and really getting Kreider and Panarin going. I mean, that's the key to the season, really. Yeah,
pretty much. Like you said, defense is there with Fox and Lindgren. Jacob Trouba even as well, and then it's just a matter of executing the offense properly. You know, it's going to be a lot of, you know, limiting turnovers has always been an issue, and just kind of getting that forecheck in pretty deep into their zone and just kind of taking it from there.
Yeah, and I hope, you know, push comes to shove, end of the year, we're going to have Islanders, Devils, Rangers, Sabres, all in the playoffs.
It seems like it, right? I mean, not Devils, but we'll see. It was a joke.
Wow.
Just saying, they lost overtime.
They're 4-2,
dude. Yeah, they are 4-2.
Rangers are 6-2.
What do we got? You guys see the first male versus female
They
MLB
fighting Poland this week.
week.
Negative, bud.
Got it for you guys.
Wow.
This is like straight up like
I
male
feel like-
versus female.
Tell
It's
me
not
though,
like,
this segment that we're about to do right now, I feel like we're on the Dan Levitard show. Like I feel like they would have a video like this.
yeah, definitely.
Say see or no. So are we gonna say just in honor of that, or are we gonna say see or no? Here?
Sure.
I'm not doing that, dude. I'm going to say yes or no.
Dopuszcza teraz taka szarża, bym powiedział. Ale jednak przewaga w sile no, jest dosyć znaczna po stronie Lisowskiego.
Upomina tutaj sędzia, że ciosy w tył głowy są zakazane, żeby tego nie robić.
dosiad.
Teraz dosiad, który najprawdopodobniej może zakończyć całość tej rywalizacji. Tak jest.
I mean,
wow.
I mean, I think there's like only so much you can say about this. I think it's just ridiculous. And that stuff shouldn't be
I
allowed.
can't believe I watched that, to be honest, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this is why we have, you know, certain divisions. You know,
Right.
Like, just keep it that way. No, we don't need to do that.
Was that like right off the rip of the match or the fight, or what do we like?
I guess.
Did
think
she
so.
go in the distance at all? Was that third
No
down?
distance
No
on
No
distance.
distance, but terrible. I think we all would be better not having to see that.
Poland,
ever
Polish
again.
city of
Um,
Styczkowa.
and I think, you know, this will be a one and done
Czechoslovakia.
situation. Won't have to see it again.
Czechoslovakia.
But Tony,
It was Czechoslovakia, dude.
back to the hockey. We're putting you in a tough spot here. And you had
I know, not-
Friday
not-
off
not-
with the picks.
Right.
Only 3 games here.
I know.
So let's go through them quickly. We got Tampa Bay Lightning hosting the Washington Capitals, -140 for Tampa. We have Chicago Blackhawks hosting the Senators, -140 for Chicago, even though Kane's still on injured reserve. The Blackhawks haven't won a game this season. They're getting -140 here against Senators, who, you know, we're not
I know,
expecting
right?
too much from. And then my kind of secondary team here, Edmonton Oilers, hosting the Kraken, second of a back-to-back for them. Edmonton laying the wood at -250. Any feel here?
Oh, dude, tough docket for sure. Give me the Blackhawks are on 7.
But Kane, I mean, isn't that a big part of it? Being out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, you talk of how much opportunity he creates for their offense.
And I think this scandal, even though it doesn't involve people on the team now, is a little bit of a distraction.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah,
And
I guess Kane was on the team. Actually,
he
right?
was on the team,
but he's probably not many other guys.
I think maybe Taves was as well.
Okay,
If I remember correctly, I
Yeah.
think them too. And then of course you have some organizational guys in terms of coaching and staff and stuff like that. So definitely kind of weird to kind of deal with, I suppose. What are the Chicago's at -140? Wow.
So I would imagine the Senators are coming in plus 125, plus 120.
I think that's a pretty good pick right there, dude.
Senators
over Blackhawks, right? The odds,
And we're gonna say this is your lock of the night, or
I'm really tempted to take the Kraken tonight, to be honest, dude.
why? Just like because it's gonna be good odds.
It's gonna be great odds, and Brandon Tanev, left winger for Seattle, 6 goals on the season so far. Looking pretty good. I'm feeling he's gonna go off tonight. I was just looking at his stats right now. Looks pretty good. Absolute crazy picture.
That looks like Rodgers on the ground.
Literally looks like an absolute madman. 7th season in the league. He's 29 now.
Where did he play last season?
I will tell you in a hot second, dude. Maybe not in a hot second. Oh, there we go, dude. Pittsburgh for 2 seasons, and on the Jets since 15. Wow, 80 goals. Interesting. In 2018-19 season, definitely dropped off a lot since then, dude. Sorry, 80 games played, dude. 14 goals.
80 goals.
80 goals, dude. Imagine. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I hate, you know what? No, fuck it. We'll go Kraken against the Oilers.
Wow.
Odds are in your
Tony's
favor,
lock
dude.
of the night, huh?
That's my lock of the night, dude. You never know. Blackhawks against Senators could be kind of iffy. Of course, you think of Oilers against Kraken too, but dude.
How about just to make things interesting here, Tony? My lock of the night. I'm going to say the Oilers over the Kraken.
That's kind of bullshit.
You're talking about Tanev or whatever, Tanev, however you want to say it.
Tanev.
But I just want to say Connor McDavid.
I know, dude.
16 points, 7 goals, 9 assists. Living
Pretty
legend.
impressive, dude.
Oilers over the Kraken. My lock.
I don't know, dude. I think he's due for a clunker.
So small board tonight. Capitals games on NHL Network. Senators and the Kraken game is on ESPN Plus, and then tomorrow, we'll get back to kind of a normal size slate. Rangers and Devils back in action. So there'll be a lot of games to choose from, and then potential upset spot. I could see just looking at this quickly. Coyotes at Flyers. I could see that being the night that the Coyotes get that elusive first win. No,
I think you're wrong on that one, dude.
All right. I'm just saying crazier things have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Have they not, Michael?
You're not wrong.
So fellas, I mean, what a Monday.
Wow.
What a Monday is right, dude. I mean, my God, we covered the whole weekend.
I mean, my God.
Previewed Monday, dude.
Watched men and women fight.
We watched a man fight a woman in a sanctioned fight. What league is that?
It's not a league. It is, though. But I'm just saying it's not. It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like when Chuck Liddell was able to fight a couple years ago. I mean, it just shouldn't be sanctioned.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be sanctioned.
So,
and
with that,
what do you got, dude?
Fellas, words of wisdom on the way out. Anything for the fans?
Let's go Kraken.
Let's go Oilers.
Bet
Michael?
Kraken, dude. Just
Let's
bet
go
the Kraken.
Knicks, I
dude.
guess.
No, Michael?
Giants 33.
Did you say that already?
21 win.
Wow. So everybody enjoy the games. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.